Pet Talk UK! Pro B's once again in London town, and I'm delighted to be joined in person for the first time with a heavyweight banger, Carlos Takam. How are you?
I'm good. What's up, London? I'm here in London City, my second house.
Yeah, you told me before via Zoom that you love London, man.
Yeah.
No lie.
Yeah, really. I really love London, yeah.
What do you like about London?
You know, I like everything, like, you know, people here in London, you know, it's very cool, and people, I have like one of my big fan base is here in London. Every time we chat together on Instagram or Facebook, I like the way we speak together, so that's why I say London is my second house, and I like the ambience in here.
Yeah, I was talking to your one of your team before you came into the interview room. We were talking about some of the Cameroonian greats, Roger Miller, Samuel Eto'o, Lauren. Hey, we got to throw Carlos Takam in the mix, you know?
Yeah.
True African warrior, as they say.
Definitely, yeah. True African warrior, like you say.
How come Cameroon, you know, I mentioned those names, you've had some real top-class sportsmen. Is Cameroon a good breeding ground for exceptional athletes?
What part in Cameroon?
Cameroon, are you a country that is an exceptional place for, you know, bringing through good sporting talent, such as yourself?
I'm going to say yes, Cameroon, but I really want to say Cameroon, but especially in Africa, you know. It's depending where you are in Africa, but especially in Africa. But Cameroon is one of the big countries in Africa that you have many sports, you know, many athletes, in football player, boxing, MMA, you know. We have many things. We have a mix, you know. So Cameroon is one of the big countries where you see many people practice many sports, and we're good for everything.
Yeah, you mentioned MMA. We've got to talk obviously about Francis Ngannou. You're a good friend of yours as well.
Yeah.
Again, another Cameroonian doing big things in his sport, MMA, UFC.
Yeah, you know, Francis, he started boxing in Cameroon before he was only boxing, and then when he traveled in Europe, in France, he started MMA. So he told me I'm going to do MMA. That time I don't really know what is MMA, you know. So after a while he called me, he said, yeah, Carlos, I'm going to move in US because I just signed my contract with UFC. I said, oh, okay, good. So after here, now you hear you speak about Francis, now he's a heavyweight champion in UFC. That's really good for us, so very good for us, Cameroonian in Africa. So I'm really going to say congratulations, brother.
Africa on the rise.
Yes.
I thought we'd do this interview in the kitchen. You know why? Because this is where the jollof rice is prepared, brother. In the kitchen.
In the kitchen, jollof rice. You know, I don't eat rice, like white rice. Sometimes I eat brown rice, but rice is not really my favorite food, you know.
100.
Yeah.
So look, taking it back to December when we first spoke via Zoom, well, just before December, sorry, November, you were in negotiations to fight Tyson Fury. You were getting all excited, you were all geared and pumped up to fight Tyson Fury. Looking back at it then, how disappointed were you that it didn't take place with a hell of a fighter in Tyson Fury?
Yeah, you know, they told me about the fight, my promoter told me about that fight. I was so excited to come back here in London to that fight. So we start to speak about that, negotiate that fight. But that fight doesn't happen. I was really a bit mad because it didn't happen because I really want to fight that guy, Tyson Fury. You know, that time I really want to fight him. So whatever, that fight, they canceled that fight. So now I'm here in London, going to fight Joe Joyce. Really happy to come back here and ready for that fight in 24 July.
Yeah. I mean, I mentioned Tyson Fury. Dillian Whyte has come out and said that, look, Tyson Fury has fucked up the heavyweight division, you know, by not going ahead with fights. You mentioned obviously the AJ fight. You also mentioned the Deontay Wilder third fight. Do you feel like in preparations for your potential fight with Tyson Fury that you were kind of messed about at the same time, or was that not the case?
No, that's not the case for me, you know. That's not the case. So, you see, I see the message for Dillian about Tyson Fury, you know. I don't know why, but I think Dillian and Tyson Fury is a big story. I don't know, a big love story. I don't know. Every time when something happened in Tyson Fury, Dillian is always speak something, you know. I don't know why, but, you know, maybe he's a friend or maybe he's not a friend, but for me, it's not matter, you know. For me, it's not matter. I'm focused for my fight, so I don't want to see whatever they speak about everything. I want to focus for that fight for 25 July. I want to finish that fight, so we're going to see what's going to come for me now, the next opponent.
We got to kind of like, you know, look at your past 5 fights. You know, you've been on a remarkable run. I mean, since those back-to-back losses with Joshua and Derek Chisora, you've gone on a 4-fight unbeaten streak, which has led now to the juggernaut, Joe Joyce. Amazing, right?
Yes, listen, I don't want to say amazing, but I just want to say it's right for me, because I was this time we really need some big fight, you know. Me or George, he really needs some big fight. For me, I really need some big fight. He really needs some big fight and big test. So that's why I'm here, to prove myself like I'm coming back to London to win, not to lose. Definitely, I'm coming back to London to win.
Joe Joyce he brought in Alan Babbage, who I only saw earlier in the week. Those two guys were sparring because Alan Babbage was mimicking, they thought Babbage had a similar style to yourself, which is quite interesting because you're both pressure fighters. Yeah. So, I mean, what difference would you say that there is? I mean, obviously Babbage is he's a pressure fighter like yourself, but what does Carlos Takam bring differently?
Babbage is, like you say, is a pressure fighter, but it's not Carlos Takam, you know. He's not have my experience, he don't have my technique, you know. He can praise him, but not like, he can praise it like me, but he don't want to box like me. He's going to always praise him. They told me about that sparring, I don't watch him because I'm here I'm focused for my preparation, I'm focused for my fight. Whatever he praised him like me, I don't know, he maybe want to find somebody fight like me. He don't want to see somebody fight like me, no?
How did Sam Jones find out about your preparations in America? I mean, how did Sam Jones, the manager of Joe Joyce, find out about how you were getting on in sparring?
I really don't know.
Is there a mole in the camp?
I really don't know how he found that. And then every time they speak, they told me about that. But I really don't know. But I don't care, you know. I really don't care. That don't matter. I really don't care. And I don't know how he found it. So that's his problem. I don't want to go. I don't want to go find people to spy George on how he's training or how he's spy. That is not me. No, I'm a clean man. I'm clean. You know. Yes.
Yeah, Joe Joyce. You know, since beating Daniel Dubois at the end of last year, he's received a lot of praise. A lot of people are saying Joe Joyce is a problem. He's a very strong fighter. I mean, his resume in a short space of fights is very, very impressive. I mean, what did you make of his fight against Daniel Dubois? Did you watch that at all?
Say again?
What did you make of the fight between Joe Joyce and Daniel Dubois? Did you watch that fight?
Yes, I watched that fight. I watched that fight. For the beginning of that fight, I really think Daniel Dubois was going to win that fight, but after something happened, so Joe Joyce, Joe Joyce put the pressure in. Every round, Joe Joyce wants to go up every time. with the jab every time Daniel Dubois was taking every jab for Georgia. That's why maybe after I don't know how many rounds again. 7 rounds, yes. After 7 rounds, she preferred to stop the fight because she have an end in the eye. So I respect that. Maybe that one. But I think if they have a rematch with Jojo or Daniel Dubois, it's going to be different. I think so. That's my point. It's going to be different.
So they fought again. Daniel Dubois you're saying, would get the victory over Joe Joyce if they fought again?
I don't want to say Daniel Dubois going to get a victory, but I say that fight going to be different. So,
yeah, it boils down to experience sometimes, you know, when you're in the ring, you know, knowing what to do in difficult situations.
Yes. You know, Daniel Dubois is a young fighter. He has time, you know. He's a young fighter and a good fighter. He has time to come up, like, you know. So I think that guy tomorrow going to be a good one, and I believe maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Whatever they're going to do with him, he's going to be a big fighter. Yes.
Yeah. And obviously, look, you know, we mentioned the eye injury in that fight, and there's a lot of talk in boxing about quitting. Could we ever see Carlos Takam take a knee if things get a bit rough in the ring?
No. Come on, no way. Lion for Africa. Never. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I don't want to do that. No, I don't think so. With my experience, I don't think so. No.
Yeah. You mentioned your experience. You know, we go back to the Chisora fight, right?
Yeah.
Which you were putting a lot of pressure on Chisora, right, throughout that fight. What have you learned from that fight?
Listen, for me, I don't like to speak about Chisora fight because for me it was an accident. And then I respect that victory Chisora win that fight. But for me it was an accident. Coach Chisora asked him if you want the rematch. I'm going to say yes tomorrow after Jojo, I can give you a rematch. But I don't think he's going to accept that rematch. Yes, definitely. I would like to have that rematch with Chisora. But it was an accident. He won that fight. It's like that. In the heavyweight division, if you play, you're going to get hurt, man. You know. It's only one punch can put you down. You know, you see what happened with Ruiz and JJ. You know, that's how it's working, man. That's how it's going.
Yeah. And I was obviously listening to another one of your interviews where you were saying you feel like you have unfinished business with AJ.
Definitely, of course, because that fight. Every time I think about that fight, I say, why the referee stopped the fight? I don't understand. I don't know why. Because I was prepared for last 2 rounds to give everything. Or I fall down or he fall down. That was the plan. That was my playing game with my coach. I was prepared for the last 2 rounds to give everything I had. So, and then the referee stopped. Later on, I was so mad. You don't know, I was so mad, you cannot imagine, I was so mad. I asked him too many times, why you stop that fight? He cannot answer me. I asked AJ why he stopped that fight. He looked at me and said, I don't know. So, what do you want me to tell you? Yeah.
All right, well look, just to conclude, we're literally a week away from the big fight with Joe Joyce.
Yes.
How does this fight pan out for you?
You know, I'm definitely
I know you're going to come forward, man. I know you're a pressure fighter. I know you come forward.
I'm definitely ready for that fight. I have a good sparring in US. I have a good sparring here. Really. My last sparring was yesterday. I fought 10 rounds. I was so happy. I was so excited. I said, let's go in the war. Let's go fight. I'm ready for you, baby. I'm ready. It's going to be good. I'm really excited, yeah, because I make a good preparation, good sparring for that fight. I'm ready, so I'm gonna do good thing. Really, I'm not here to joke. No way, I'm not here to joke. I'm gonna take that fight. I'm gonna win my fight. People gonna see what's gonna happen. I don't like to speak. I'm not the kind of guy you're gonna speak it. Yes, I'm gonna put you down. No.
You're not really a trash talk.
Yes. I'm gonna leave my actions speak for me. That's how I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave my actions speak for me. Yes.
All right, well, we look forward to it. 24th of July.
Yeah.
Joe Joyce, Carlos Takam. Wow.
Amazing. I thank you for you guys to come see me here today. I thank you for all my UK fans, all my support, and then I appreciate that. Here in UK is my one. UK is I have one of the big fan base here, so I appreciate that. Thank you for everything. Yes.
All right, Carlos Takam, Pro B's Pet Talk UK.
Yes, Pro B Pet Talk UK.
My guy, Takam. Subscribe. Thank you.
Yes, guy. Thank you, guy.